F1 is no stranger to crashing on the racetrack, and we've seen enough of them to know how bad it can get. Nevertheless, there are some more than others that seem like the craziest out of them all. Well, in this case, it's because they're as lucky as they can be. So here are some of the craziest crashes we've seen in F1 history. Romain Grosjean. Romain Grosjean had a terrifying experience during the Bahrain Grand Prix. His Haas car crashed into a metal barrier at a speed of 192 kph, causing it to split in half and burst into flames. Miraculously, Grosjean managed to escape the fiery wreckage after being trapped in the cockpit for 27 seconds. The impact was incredibly intense, estimated at 67 Gs, which is 67 times his body weight. To put this into perspective, normal heavy braking in a Formula One car produces only about 6 Gs. The investigation by the FIA, the governing body of motorsport, revealed these shocking details. Grosjean's car collided with the AlphaTauri of Russian driver Daniil Kvyat on the opening lap. The right rear wheel of Grosjean's car clipped the left front wheel of Kvyat's car, leading to a catastrophic chain of events. Incredibly, Grosjean suffered only minor burns to the back of his hands and a sprained left ankle. The crash marked the end of his Formula One career, as he didn't have a seat for the 2021 season. Instead, he made a switch to the IndyCar series with Dale Coyne Racing. The Halo device, a ring-shaped structure at the front of Grosjean's cockpit, played a huge role in saving his life. It withstood the immense impact, protecting his head from potential harm. Despite dealing with the shock of the crash and the threat of a fire, Grosjean faced another challenge as his left foot was initially trapped in the car. Following the incident, Grosjean met with the medical crew that played a vital role in his rescue. FIA Dr. Ian Roberts, medical car driver Alan van der Merwe, and a local doctor reacted swiftly, reaching the scene in just 11 seconds. They used a dry powder extinguisher to control the fire around the cockpit and prepared for any medical assistance needed. The FIA is now actively working on various safety improvements. This includes a design review of safety fuel bladder installations and inspection hatches in all single-seater categories. Efforts are also underway to enhance the heat resistance of gloves and research new types of crash barriers. Last year, the FIA Safety Department investigated 19 significant accidents related to circuit racing, emphasizing the commitment to continuous improvement in motorsport safety. Joe Verstappen. In the 1994 German Grand Prix, Jos Verstappen, a driver for Benetton, faced a pit stop that went horribly wrong. What should have been a routine refueling turned into a near disaster when petrol sprayed out of the refueling hose and ignited on the still-hot car. This dramatic moment was captured live on television and became iconic through a world-famous photograph of a Benetton pit crew member, Paul Seeby, caught in the middle of flames during his escape. The German driver aimed to make history by becoming the first German to win his home Grand Prix, but the long Hockenheim straights favored rival Ferrari's V12 power unit. The 1994 German Grand Prix started chaotically, with a first corner pileup earning Mika Hakkinen a race ban. As the race unfolded, Schumacher emerged as the main challenger to race leader Gerhard Berger. On lap 13, Schumacher made a trouble-free pit stop for refueling. 2 laps later, it was Verstappen's turn to pit. Verstappen recalled the alarming moment. "I remember coming in for what I thought was a regular pit stop. As I came to a halt, I opened my helmet to get some fresh air, and then I saw the fluid coming. Before I could even smell anything, I was waving my arm. Suddenly, everything went up in flames, and it was dark and black, and I couldn't breathe. It was a situation you don't normally think about. It's like being put in a dark room and then you think, I need to get out." Despite the chaos, the fire was extinguished within seconds. Verstappen faced a struggle to release the steering wheel and belts before realizing what had happened. Inside the Benetton garage, frantic scenes unfolded as the team tried to comprehend and respond to the unexpected fire. And in comes Verstappen there, Verstappen coming into the pits again, the right thing for him to do because he was being held up. The Legion, with its Renault engine, is very quick indeed, down the streets about 10 miles an hour faster than Verstappen, in fact. Into the pits he comes. Difficult as a driver, you know, to judge. We had a quick glimpse of it from Verstappen and fuel. That's the first time we've had a fuel splash. Oh my goodness, me. Well, now just let's keep calm. There are a lot of fire officials down there, and the fire is already out. But that's the first time that the thing that everybody has feared since the reintroduction of refueling has happened, and with Verstappen out. Fortunately, there weren't any severe burns that Verstappen experienced. He got out of there in the nick of time, so to speak. Fernando Alonso. During the 2016 Australian Grand Prix, a moment of relief swept over hundreds of millions of viewers as they witnessed Fernando Alonso emerge unscathed from a wreck. The collective sigh of relief echoed as Alonso climbed out of the car, and later that evening, on his flight home, he shared an Instagram photo holding the Melbourne Herald-Sun with the headline, "Luckiest Man Alive." Recalling the incident before the Halo safety device was introduced, Alonso said that he extracted himself from the wreck so that his mother could see he was safe. He expressed gratitude to the FIA for safety standards, acknowledging that those standards were the sole reason he could stand there unharmed. He stated, "It was a scary moment, and I'm happy that I can stand here. I am very grateful." Despite playing down the injuries, Alonso had to miss the next race in Bahrain as he hadn't fully recovered in the 10 or so days between the race weekends. Reflecting on the crash, data revealed that Alonso was traveling at 313 kph when he began his overtaking maneuver. At the point of impact with Esteban Gutierrez's car, his speed had marginally slowed to 305 kph. Following the impact, McLaren's front right suspension was destroyed, causing the car to veer towards the outside wall. The collision resulted in a peak lateral deceleration of 45 g, with high acceleration levels recorded by the ear accelerometers, indicating the forces on Alonso's head. Detailed analysis using a high-speed camera showed that Alonso's helmet made contact with the left inside face of the headrest twice during the impact. This corresponded with 2 peaks observed on the ear accelerometer data. The car rebounded, sliding along the circuit towards the gravel trap. With multiple suspensions destroyed, the car leaned heavily on its left side, digging into the gravel, rolling and experiencing a lateral deceleration of 46 g. The car, airborne for 0.9 seconds, rotated approximately 540 degrees before landing. The initial contact with the ground occurred on the rear impact-absorbing structure, resulting in a peak longitudinal acceleration of 20 g. The detailed breakdown of the incident shows the tremendous forces involved and the need for safety measures in motorsport. These crashes are so crazy, and these 3 are definitely lucky to come out of it alive. However, there are many others who weren't as lucky. And on that note, here ends the video, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and click on that bell icon for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.